Hey there, it's Beck. I got vertical sleeve gastrectomy about a week ago, a week and a few days, and I am having an awesome first week with a tiny tummy, and I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about some of the process that I've made in terms of weight loss, as well as just with like reintroducing food into my world, and that's I guess where I'm gonna go with this. So my stats. I am 28 years old. I'm 5 feet 5 inches. That's my cat Newton. I have my surgery weight. Okay, Newt, come on. There we go. Down. My high weight was 262. My weight day of surgery was 235. My weight today is 225. So I've had a really good weekend. That's my other cat. Okay, I just got home, so they're like really excited to see me. Okay, so I have a funny story I want to tell. I got my vertical sleeve gastrectomy at the Obesity Control Center in Tijuana, and there's a really funny thing that happens or can happen when you go to a doctor that doesn't share your first language, and that is that you might have some confusion. And I really didn't experience confusion. Hi there, Cooper, I love you. Okay. I didn't experience anything really of that sort until afterwards when I started coming home, this is like gonna be maybe too much information for you, but Newton, stop eating my plant. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, so when I started the trip home, my downstairs didn't feel so normal, and it was a little uncomfortable, a little dry, and so I kind of waited it out, thought maybe it was just like the dry climate, and so I got back home, and a few days later it was just like really, really bad and really itchy, and it was so bad that one day I took a bag of frozen broccoli and just like, sat on it. And so I emailed Dr. David at the OCC and said, listen, I've got this weird itchy thing going on. And I was trying to use, dry scientific words so that it would be like less embarrassing for me to talk about this and more maybe translate easier across languages. So I told him that my labia were having some itchiness. And so he responded back and he's like, sometimes this can occur and it might be due to something like there might be an infection. It's a really small chance, but would you mind just sending me a picture? And I got this email from him at like late at night and I was like, oh, hell no. I do not think that's a good idea. I do not want to send a picture of my downstairs to a bunch of doctors in Mexico. Even though, and maybe it was just because it's like so casual, like usually if a doctor looks at me nude, it's like in their office, sending a picture just felt wrong. So I emailed him back and said, maybe let me give you some more context for what's going on and then we can see if like the picture is necessary. So I told him about some more stuff that was happening and I used some more words like I alluded to my period and other like vaginal things. And when he emailed back, he's like, I am so sorry. I had interpreted that like he translated my discussion of whatever I said, my vulva or my labia, into literally like the mouth's lips. So he thought I had some itchy thing on my mouth. And he was like, no picture's necessary. So I'm really glad that I waited and like questioned that request because otherwise he would have gotten a picture that would have been really accosting for him. So that's pretty funny. And I'm good. It was a yeast infection, and I think that can happen when you have, antibiotics or whatever. So be aware of that. You can get a yeast infection, but Monistat fixed it right up. So that was funny. Otherwise, it's been a few days, and I guess I got my surgery on the 22nd of January 2019, and it's currently the 31st of January, and I have lost 10 pounds since the surgery. I wouldn't say I did it in a way that was admirable, though. I first of all had some issues eating or drinking, because it's the liquid stage, drinking anything down like more than 1 or 2 tablespoons maybe, or teaspoons, I'm not sure. So I was just really resistant to consuming. Consuming became more of a chore than a pleasure. And from that really did subside after the first, I don't know, 5 or 6 days. Like I was able to start drinking better. And like today I feel like I can, drinking, it feels normal to me. I don't chug anything, but just drinking normal sips of water like I would before the surgery is just fine. I drink a lot of coconut water. I had some butternut squash soup. I had some tomato soup that I made homemade. Anything basically that can pass through a straw, I'm trying to do. And currently I have some yogurt that has like 12 grams of protein per half cup that I've mixed with some pea milk, also known as ripple milk, that also has some protein to try to get my protein in. But ultimately, in the days since the surgery, I've gotten my protein in, my 60 grams in once. And so I'm consuming very few calories and not enough water and not enough protein. And I know that that's going to do me harm. I know I'm going to lose muscle. And I'm going to probably lose my hair. And look how beautiful it is, and I don't want to lose it. And bad things will happen if I continue down this course. So I'm trying to reset my mind and like commit to the protein. Even though consuming is a chore now, I'm trying to commit to the protein. It's totally important. And the having enough liquids for my body to function. I want to be a healthy human. However, that being said, I have had a lot of energy. Like I've been happier than I've been in a while. Really peppy at work, really like a lot of stamina. So I just got home. It's like 11 o'clock. I went to this awesome talk about elephation, which is the ethical treatment of elephants and the ethical training of elephants. And it is, I don't know, I just kind of keep going. I've also had some interesting sleep patterns. Like I kind of wake, like I had real insomnia for a few nights, but even though I didn't sleep at all, I had a lot of energy the next day and was super in a good mood, super fun and playful and positive. So I don't know if it's just me having had a week of vacation and I feel great now, or if it's, something to do with my chemistry. I don't know. So it's been great. I feel great. I'm happy. It's kind of an interesting thing. I signed up for a nude modeling class here in my small town of about 6,000 people. So it's not like it's going to be anonymous. People will know me. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to be like a figure drawing model for an art class. And I'm going to do it when I'm probably still going to be fairly heavy. So I'm currently 225. This class is about a month away. And I'm not going to be, I'm going to be closer to my goal weight of maybe 160 pounds, but I'm not going to be there at all. Like it's a month away. And so that's interesting. It's interesting that I would choose to present my fat self in such a vulnerable way. And it wasn't even like a question to me. Like a part of me, I think, wants to capture this size and this person that I am. And maybe because it's, who I've been for so long, I'm like having homages or, whatever to myself. But I'm not, I'm like not ashamed to be nude in front of people. And I'm not, I think that my body is fun and it should be looked at. And even though when I get, in a month, I might be at 220 pounds. I might be at 215 pounds. I don't know. It's not going to be, within perhaps a standard body size. So that's interesting. I feel really great about deciding to do it, and super excited to see how people draw my body. And maybe I'll be able to take some of that with me as I continue to lose. And I just want to love, this person that I am today. I love me. I love what I have to offer the world. I love the way I present myself. And I don't know, I just kind of want to see that on paper in some way. This fat body, this fat body and me saying, it's okay to be fat. And that's weird. I know I've talked about this, that there's such this contradictory where I want to lose weight and I see myself as a thinner person, but I also love, any size. Any size can be interesting and fun and gorgeous. And so I I guess the part of me that is continuing to go like rah rah you and you be you, even, you know, fat, don't let your fatness hold you back. That's the part of me that's coming out in this figure drawing class. But I am excited to be a little bit smaller than I was at my highest because I am more confident. So there's like an interesting seeming dichotomy there that I'm trying to play within. Anyway, that's about it. I did just buy some milk, so I'm excited to have real milk again because I love milk. And I have had a little bit of dairy products up to now, so I'm going to try to introduce it slowly, but I think it'll go well. And I guess that's it. That's my weekly update. Thanks for watching. If you have other questions, thoughts, if you had a yeast infection, you should post about it. If you almost sent a dirty picture to your doctor, you should post about it. Because it's really funny. It's just funny. Like already on this journey, I'm finding hilarity in it, and I love it. So I will be back next week with some information on how my progress is going. But so far, I'm happy with I'm just so happy I made this decision. I'm feeling confident, and yeah, I would be so happy to talk with you about anything if you have questions or just want to talk. All right, see you next week.